All right, we're back with Rage in a Cage. I'm your host, Frank BamBam Horak. With me, Mikey Schwaggs.
Hey, how's it going there? It's a wonderful day out, isn't it?
Yes, I think we covered that earlier, that it is a wonderful day out. Thanks, Mike.
I'm just saying, it's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Let's get into this UFC.
How's it going over there, TT? Tough Tony?
What's going on, guys?
Running the board?
Running the board. You got to let them know what we're going to be talking about up here coming up. We got some great stuff.
Oh, yes, we do. We got the first live event on FX, UFC on FX1. Melvin Guillard versus Jim Miller. Huge lightweight matchup, Frank.
Huge, huge. I can't wait for this fight. I'm a big Jim Miller fan, but the young assassin, Melvin Guillard, is another great fighter. Both coming off big losses. I mean, Jim Miller, he beats Henderson. He's fighting Edgar now for the title. So it's a tough loss for him. He's got to... Whoever wins this fight gets right back into title contention. Whoever loses drops, because it is a stacked division. It's probably the most stacked division in the UFC. So you can't really you can't afford to have back-to-back losses if you want to be a contender. It's going to be a great fight. Can't wait.
Should be very good, very good. Let's get right to it. The first bout of the card. Pat H.D. Barry.
That's right.
Versus Christian, I don't know his nickname, Moorcraft.
I don't think he has a nickname. You need to win a couple of fights before you can earn a nickname. But Pat Barry...
Frank, you got a nickname.
Why does Pat Barry have a nickname?
That's a good point. We have the smallest heavyweight going against one of the biggest heavyweights. Usually, though, Pat Barry, whoever he's fighting, is going against...
6'6" going versus
6'6"
like 5'11"?
5'11". 6'6", 260 against 5'11", 235.
What, do you have that memorized?
Wow.
I do. I know my weights and heights.
He knows his male fighters. That's what he knows.
Easy. Let's keep it
Probably
clean.
got him posted all over his room.
How dare you both?
He's got the UFC calendar. Main subscriber.
Anyway, getting back to the fights, I think this is a good fight. I like Pat Barry. His striking is one of the best in the division. He's coming off some big back-to-back losses.
K1 level kickboxer.
He almost had Congo beat, ended up getting knocked out himself, and then Stefan Struve submitted him, so he needs to bounce.
No, he knocked him out.
No, Struve submitted him.
You told me the other day he knocked him out.
I don't know what you're talking about, but Stefan Struve submitted him. Get your facts straight. Anyway.
Oh, I cannot wait to go back to that recorded show and prove you wrong.
I have no idea what this guy's talking about.
I know exactly what I'm talking about.
Anyway, Pat Barry. So basically, the loser...
Loser's going home.
Loser's getting a pink slip, and that's about it. So it's a huge fight. I see Pat Barry taking this. I'm going to go over the second round TKO.
I'm going first round knockout.
Yeah, I like first round knockout, too.
And both of you have Pat Barry?
Head kick.
Oh,
Pat Barry.
Pat Barry all the way.
First round knockout.
All right. Well, we actually agree on something. I'm shocked.
I'm shocked, too.
Even though you were wrong, Steady. Stefan Struve did submit him. But anyway.
But you said he knocked him out.
Let's move on. We got Dwayne Bang Ludwig.
Love saying that guy's name.
I love it. Absolutely. Going against Josh Neer, who's back in the UFC for a fourth time.
That guy is like a UFC journeyman.
In and out, in and out. But hey, he's a solid fighter, though. I mean,
he is good.
He's gonna get. It's not gonna be an easy fight. It's gonna be a good fight. Hopefully, it's a stand-up fight the whole way. It's gonna be a nice, exciting fight.
This is another lightweight bout, I believe.
Oh no, it's a welterweight bout.
Yeah, 170.
Okay.
I remember when I had my first beer. Let's get your facts straight.
That must have been 20 years ago, you old bastard.
Anyway, so in the welterweight division, we have Dwayne Bang Ludwig going against Josh Neer. Should be a good fight. I see Ludwig though taking it.
Ludwig, not Ludwig.
I think he prefers Ludwig.
But I think he would prefer
Me
his
and Bang
actual
are like
name.
this. I think he likes
His name
Ludwig.
is Dwayne Ludwig.
All right. Either way.
And I think he's going to take that too.
Yeah,
Josh Neer hasn't fought in the UFC in a while. He's coming back. I just don't think he's going to be able to handle Ludwig and stand up.
Nah, I have a second round knockout.
Everything in the second round for you, huh?
Well, so far, yes. 2 second round fights.
Third round TKO for Ludwig.
Of course, you got to switch it up. All right. But again, we agree. Shocked.
Shocked. Absolutely shocked.
Let's then get right into the main event, though, which is like we've said.
This is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, it's going to be a great fight. Jim Miller against Melvin Guillard.
Guillard, the young assassin. That guy has like 40 fights, and he's only, what, 26, 27?
Something like that, yeah. He made a great move going to Greg Jackson's camp, but now, after his last loss,
he left Greg Jackson's camp.
Greg Jackson's camp. Now he's with the Black Zillions down in Florida.
Greg Jackson, I saw an article. Greg Jackson said he's happy with how he is at his new camp. He's making progress and everything.
I think he should have stayed with Jackson. He had a good thing going with Jackson. After that one loss, I think he abandoned ship a little too early. I think that was a mistake. I see Jim Miller taking this fight. I think he's Jim Miller. Obviously, if Guillard could stop the takedowns and stop Miller's jiu-jitsu and keep it standing, he's got the advantage because he has great knockout power. But I think Miller is the toughest guy, as tough as they come in the division.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, when you look at his 3 losses against Edgar, Maynard, and Henderson, I mean, those are the top guys.
Yeah.
He's got it. You know, he's a great fighter. I see him taking this. I see it going to decision though. So it's out of the second round for this fight. I see it going unanimous decision. Jim Miller takes it and moves up back into contender.
I see it going differently.
Well, how do you see it? Let's go. Specify.
I see Guillard controlling the battle in the stand-up, Miller not being able to take him down, and Guillard winning second round TKO.
Second round TKO. All right. Well, it's going to be an interesting
And you
fight.
do know that this isn't. Usually the main events are supposed to be 5-round fights, but for some reason this isn't a 5-rounder.
right?
This
Yeah,
is only a 3-rounder. Now I'm not sure why. Maybe because it's only pay-per-view events are 5-rounders, but what was it? The one on Fox. No, not Fox. The Ultimate Fighter finale. Mayhem versus Bisping. That was a 5-rounder.
Yeah. I don't know why this should be a 5-round fight.
This should definitely be a 5-rounder. It's definitely a lightweight contender match.
If it was a 5-round fight, then I would have Miller winning by 4th round submission. But since it's a 3rd round, I'll take Miller with the decision.
It's understandable. I just don't think he's gonna.
Either way, it's going to be a good fight. You're not going to be sitting there bored in this fight.
Oh no, this is going to be a fight of the night.
Fight. And then speaking of fights on Fox, later in the month, it was supposed to be Chael Sonnen and Mark Munoz, but now Munoz is hurt, so
Yeah.
Bisping steps in now and is going to be fighting Sonnen.
That's just.
I'm looking forward to that fight. Winner goes and fights Anderson.
I
I'm
think-
not a big
I'm not a Sonnen
Michael
or
Bisping
Bisping
fan. I'm not a big Chael Sonnen fan either. But anytime Bisping then fights upper type
He
competition,
always gets
he
killed.
loses, and I see Sonnen just dominating, ground and pound, and just
Let me say something about Bisping.
let's go. What do you
Let's
got,
hear it, Tough Tony.
After he got his lights knocked out by Dan Henderson,
Which I loved.
I like Michael Bisping. He's a good fighter. I hate his attitude.
I just don't like the
I
guy's
understand.
personality.
I don't like it either.
Can't
No,
stand
can't
him.
stand
Did you
him.
watch him this year on the Ultimate
I
Fighter?
did, yeah.
He's a douchebag.
He is. He definitely is. But
Absolutely.
hey, he came out and beat Mayhem.
No,
You
but okay.
Mayhem's
Don't
a
even get me
bigger-
started. Mayhem looked disgusting in that fight. He looked like he didn't even train for the fight
No,
at
it was-
all.
Listen, I'm not a fan of Bisping, but I'll give him credit. He is a good fighter. But when he fights all the top guys,
He's like a gatekeeper.
like a Henderson,
He's like
a
Florian.
Vanderlei Silva, when he fought Rashad Evans, when you fight the top of guys, you're gonna lose.
He's Florian. He's the gatekeeper of the middleweight division.
Basically, yeah. I saw Maya beating them when they were supposed to be fighting. Now that Bisping,
Yeah, I had
Sonnen,
Maya submitted.
I
probably.
see Sonnen beating. I mean, Sonnen, he doesn't have great stand up, but he does enough on the feet then to get it to the ground. Like look against Brian Stan.
Yeah.
Brian Stan's a great fighter, also
All
great
American
stand
wrestler.
up, and he took him down no problem. With
All
ease.
American
He took
wrestler.
him
This
down
guy's a
with ease.
Marine.
Yeah. So I have
Former Marine.
Sonnen's gonna obviously. I think he's gonna dominate this fight.
I think the person who took the biggest hit out of that injury was Damian Maya. He was supposed to face over Bisping, and now he's got to face a rising middleweight contender
it's
in
not
Chris
gonna-
Weidman.
Chris Weidman's the real deal.
He
He's
is the real
from
deal.
Long Island also.
Yes.
Trains with Matt Serra.
LI represent.
He's a great wrestler, and that's not going to be an easy fight for Maya at all. It's
No.
actually, I mean, I was looking forward to watching Mark Munoz against Sonnen.
Oh, I
Now,
thought that was going to be a
I
great fight.
I like this card though a little bit better now. I think Wyman and Maya match up perfectly. I think
Yeah.
it's going to be a great fight.
I just
Looking
don't.
forward to it.
Bisping and Sonnen, I just think that's the perfect matchup for Sonnen. It's the perfect type
Yeah,
of
I think Sonnen
fighter
will,
for him where he could just
absolutely.
take him down and ground the pounder for 15 minutes.
And then we got the main event.
Main event,
number
which
one contender.
I am
against
looking
Jon
forward
Jones.
to that.
I see Phil Davis taking this.
I would love. I just
I
don't
don't
like
have-
Rashad Evans.
I'm not a big fan of Evans either. I think though, regardless who wins this fight, when they go against Jon Jones, I don't see either
Nobody's
one of
got a
them
shot.
beating. I wouldn't say nobody has a shot. I mean,
Well,
he's a-
yeah, you got
he's
to
a
punch his
man,
chance.
he's beatable, but as far as these two fighters
Anybody.
go, I don't see Evans or Davis being
Well,
able
actually,
to beat
did you
Jones.
hear? Jon Jones is a little has a little ring rust. He wants to get back in the octagon, and supposedly, I'm not sure if this is final or anything, but if depending on how this Evans Davis bout goes, we might see Jon Jones in the ring before
Well, then
facing off with Dan Henderson.
that's who I want to. That's the fight I want to see. I was just going to get to that. If that fight happens, I've been praying for that fight. To
that would
happen.
be a great,
I want that fight to
great
happen.
fight.
Jon Jones has looked unbeatable, but again, he's a man. He can be beaten.
You get caught
Henderson,
with one
his
shot.
knockout power, and he has great wrestling, can keep that fight standing. I give Henderson right now, as far as talking about light heavyweights, I give Henderson the best shot to beat Jon Jones. I don't think Evans would. He's
You
got.
giving Dan Henderson to beat John Bones Jones?
I didn't say he's going. I just
He
give
said
him,
he
I
has
give
the
him the
best
best
shot.
shot.
Best shot?
And when you're talking about the other contenders,
He's got the punch.
Evans,
He's got the
Davis,
puncher's chance out of everybody.
I absolutely
That's
give.
true.
I will-
Henderson's got a huge hook.
He's got the
Yeah,
knockout
he's got
power.
the right
he's got
hand
the
is a
great,
bomb.
the best chin in MMA. Never been knocked out. I give Henderson the best shot at it anybody right now in the light heavyweight division. There's no question about it. So if that fight does, I'm looking forward to that. I hope that fight happens because I don't give Evans any shot to beat Jones. And Davis too. He's still too young, still too raw. I would like to see the Henderson.
And I don't know if
Jones
you've seen that, but there's a lot of bitterness between Evans and Davis. At one of the press conferences they had, Evans made a remark about, I don't know if you knew this, but Phil Davis went to Penn State. That's where he wrestled.
I did know. I know the remarks there. Evans made a couple of stupid remarks.
Stupid. That was just uncalled for. And this was maybe a month after the whole Sandusky incident. And for him to make a comment like that, that's just uncalled for.
Yeah, no, it was a dumb comment. Evans even acknowledged that it was a dumb comment. But putting that aside, when you just look, it's actually a great matchup with the two.
No, it is.
Evans obviously has the experience. Davis, the new up-and-comer on the rise. I see Davis, though, taking this. I'm going to go third round. Actually, I'll go with decision. Split decision, actually. That's what I'm
Split decision for Davis?
Split decision, Davis. Mark it down, split decision. Phil Davis takes it.
Okay. I see it going 4th round TKO for Phil Davis.
All right. So we both have Davis winning. But
yeah, I just...
Davis against Jones, though,
no shot.
I don't see it. So that's why I'd much rather, hopefully, Dana White, if you're listening...
if you're out there, Dana White.
Dan Henderson, John Jones.
Everybody wants to see it.
That would be the best fight possible.
Make it happen.
I'll give him a call later. I'll let him know.
Yeah, because you
know
it.
Tough Tony.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
on.
Tough Tony knows everything.
Best
What, do you
producer
follow
in
him
the
on
biz.
Twitter?
He'll get it done.
Oh, I'll take care of business for you guys.
Yeah, just like you were going to take care of that intro before.
I'll have it for you soon.
Well, on our next show, you're going to see what our predictions. We'll be doing it on, what is it, Saturday will be our next show?
Yes, our next show will be Saturday, and we will recap the UFC on FX1. We'll see if Frank knew what he was talking about, which most likely he won't.
Probably not. But we'll see. Till the next time, you've been listening to Rage in a Cage with Frank BamBam Horak.
And Mike Schwaggs. And our
Tough
producer,
Tony,
Tough Tony.
Here it is.
And we're out.
Mike's hot.